You're doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
I think I've had enough drinks. But sure.
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company.
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun. Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
What should I call you?
Do you prefer Creme or Cremisius?
Crem's faster. The chief's nicknames usually end up sticking.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, Chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Wait, question.
Wait, are you... I didn't realize.
You didn't? Well, great. Now we can all talk about it.
Oh,
In Kunadar, creme would be an Akunathlak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, Creme. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's the rest of the Chargers, or what's left of the rest. A lot of them went looking for stronger drinks. We've got Rocky and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Yeah, where do I start?
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I accidentally blew up a bit of the shape break.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
And Dalish?
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
The Dalish pass around mages to share magic with the other clans. And when Vivian said that it was because of Templars, I just took it as her not knowing any better. Now Iron Bull has said it, which I don't know if this is supposed to be a new rule, which I don't like at all. I prefer to just pretend that they just don't know what they're talking about, because it could be her specific situation could be that she was kicked out, just like Maeve. Because every clan's different. But I don't know. It's weird. Whatever. I'm moving on.
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or a chieftain. Something like that.
It doesn't say much.
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
That's a reference to Origins, because everybody drinks the health poultices and you're not supposed to. So that's what that is.
So, how'd you join the Chargers?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
You've got a good group.
You've got a good company, Bull.
Ah, we do all right.
No
Man can beat the chargers, cause we'll hit you where it hurts. Unless you know a tavern with loose cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield we'll gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
Can I talk to you again?
Pleasure as always, boss.
I mean, you've already told me about your troops.
I'd like to hear more about the charges.
Always happy to talk about my guys. What do you want to know?
I don't know. How did you get started?
How did you start the group?
It's easy to make a name for yourself as a merc when you're a head taller than most folks. I spent a year or two working for Fisher's Bleeders, but their captain was crap. Figured I could do better. The best folks in the Bleeders agreed with me, so we split off.
What about Fisher?
I imagine Fisher disagreed.
He came at me. I snapped his sword in half, and we talked things out over drink.
Nice. Any crazy stories?
What are the craziest jobs you've ever taken?
Besides this one, there's a lot of violence between the nobles here, but that's standard work. The fun stuff is when they party. They always want to impress each other, and that means getting something shiny. We've hunted wyverns, fought through caves to find some old magical crap. Even went giant baiting once.
Giant baiting?
What's giant baiting?
So this old guy, Comte Van Chess, has some kind of a pageant planned. But he needs a giant, which is off in some damn cave. He's got some kind of rare charm to control the giant, but no way he's going into that cave himself. So we go in, kill some spiders, find the giant, and wake it up. It attacks us because, of course, it does. And we let the big bastard chase us outside where Van Chess is waiting.
You let it chase you?
That was actually your plan, to let a giant chase you.
Yeah, we had to stay out of reach, but close enough that it wouldn't give up. It was tricky. Good news is the giants are slow. Long as my guys ahead could clear out the spiders, we were fine. Bad news is the giant spiderwebs slow you down a bit more than you think.
Yeah.
But at least Comte Van Chess got his giants for the pageant.
No, I don't think you did.
Turned out that charm was a phony. Giant ate the poor guy alive. It's okay, though. We still got paid.
Jeez. You have a pretty diverse group.
You have people from plenty of different backgrounds in your group.
Yes, well, when you're in Orlais and you look like me, you can't be picky about who you take in. A lot of them got turned away from other companies that didn't want a knife here, or a crazy dwarf. Their loss. You get my back in a fight and carry your own weight, you're good with me.
Sounds like a good philosophy. What about Krem?
I'd like to know more about Krem.
He's a good soldier, and a better second in command. The troops need someone to complain to when I'm being a hard-ass. He's good for that.
But you hate Tevinter.
You don't have a problem with him being from Tevinter.
Nah.
But you hate the Vince.
Sure, but he's not a Vint. He's just Krem.
Fair enough.
I can get worked up about a group or a nation just fine, but people... It's too much work to hate them one by one.
And I'm gonna ask the insensitive question.
You don't have any problems with him being a woman?
He's not a woman. Look, I've got horns, you've got pointy ears, and those freaky big elf eyes. We're probably not the best people to go around deciding what's normal. Krem's a good man. I don't give a nug's ass that it's a little harder for him to piss standing up.
Fair enough.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
I'm gonna run back to the war table because... he's on his chair! Yes! Yes! Oh, Sigrid?
You get a title, I get the boot. I see how it is. I mean, thanks for my life. Pleased to serve.
Yeah, I didn't boot you out. I'm pretty sure the lady that we talked to, who's head of the merchants, booted you out, but that's fine.
Mother Giselle said the Maker is acting through us, but he doesn't do anything directly. I suppose. So the less he does, the more he's real. But old gods, archdemons, the more they do, the less they're gods. Right. That's the story I got when I was little. Maybe the Elder One got different stories.
I'm sure he did. Sure he did. You still don't have a friend, Josephine? Why is that? Alrighty. Liliana is still working. Let's get this. Our emissaries have returned. Orzammar has pledged to our cause some of the most formidable warriors from the Legion of the Dead. According to the king, they are veteran darkspawn hunters, absolutely fearless. The king also graciously offered to share Orzammar's wealth. He recognizes the threat Corypheus poses. Sigil of the Great Bear. I wonder if you get different... You probably don't, but I wonder if you get different rewards if Haramond is king. Commander, a lot of mages just showed up. I hope they're friendlies, because if they're not, we're in trouble. Captain Ryland. Enhanced Amulet of Magic. Excellent. What's this? That's resources. Don't care. Conscript for the Inquisition. So I can use anybody on that one. Scout Haven Ruins. Oh, did I just get... I just got Liliana... Not Liliana. I just got Josephine back. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's just do this.
Inquisitor?
We'll lose the Red Templars, but we'll save our soldiers. So that's fine. Okay, Scout Haven Ruins. So I have Cullen left. We can do this. Ruffles, first of all, you play a mean hand of Wicked Grace. Second, the lead you dug up for me on finding this Blenforth guy in Kirkwall is starting to show some promise. I got my editor to look around for me. She's a coterie boss, so people tell her things whether they want to or not. She tracked down the poor sod carrying the manuscript out of Kirkwall. This is where it gets weird. The courier is a magistrate, Lord Werner Carmine. The coterie wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Maybe you could have a polite word with him for me. So it looks like anybody can do this. Josephine can call in some favors. Liliana's gonna undig some secrets. I have a friend in the Kirkwall Guard. She might be willing to talk to this magistrate. I love it, yes!
All right.
That sounds fantastic. Let's let Aveline figure it out. Excellent. I know some people were upset about the, you know, the Qunari being transpositive. I don't know if that's the right word. Because in Origins, they're much more, you know, Sten is like, this is women's work, this is men's work. But I still think it fits. I mean, they still have men's work versus women's work. It's just, they're a little more open-minded.
But all the while they softly lie and spy on you. Nightingale's eyes, what will they find left behind? Craven master spy, with heart remiss for those who could not find the truth. Blinded, so we're hiding, dying to be. We're hiding from the fighting, longing to see.
I hope it's not me.
We're waiting for someone to speak and set us all free.
Anyway.
Thank you.
Inquisitor?
Tell me more about yourself.
I wanted to talk about you, if that's all right.
You know, I'm from Tevinter. Wasn't a slave, but even citizens have it rough if they're not mages. I was a soldier, but women joined the ranks under a different program. When they found out I was passing, it got ugly. I ran, met Bull near the border, and ended up here. Not a life I'd wish on everyone, but it'll do.
How did you end up leaving?
You said you left Tevinter when they discovered your secret.
Women are allowed to serve, but only in certain ranks and disciplines. I was up for promotion, but the healer I'd bribed to sign off on my physical had to tend to a sick magister. When the replacement healer saw what was or wasn't in my paths, he made threats. It was slavery or death, so I knocked him out and ran.
How did you get away?
I'm surprised you escaped from the Tevinter Imperium so easily.
It's not like I lived in Minrathous. I was in Trevis, not far from the Navarran border. It helped that I was being chased as a deserter, not a runaway slave. Slave hunters only get paid for what they catch. They're efficient bastards.
Why pass?
Why did you decide to live as a man?
I didn't decide anything. I've been like this my whole life. My parents wanted me to marry up. They tried to find me a nice merchant's son. Every day, put on a dress, look into my father's shaving mirror, and just hate myself.
What did your family think?
How did your family react when you started?
My mother wanted to throw me out. She said if I didn't marry well, I was dooming the family to slavery. She was happy to take the money I set as a soldier, though. Not that it mattered in the end. My father. When I was little, he'd angle his mirror down so I could pretend to shave, just like him. He never said anything, but I think he knew.
Okay. We'll ask that question.
If you had the chance to use magic, would you change all the way?
What? No. I don't want any magic like that within 10 yards of my body.
I don't blame you.
When I was younger. I don't know. Everyone has silly dreams. In Tevinter, dreams like that get you killed. Bull helped me make a good life. Nice armor and a well-placed sock, and I'm happy.
Good. What's Tevinter like?
What's Tevinter like for a citizen? Someone who isn't a slave or a mage?
I'm of the Separati. Citizens who aren't mages. Mages are in charge and everyone knows it. But a wealthy merchant can have an easy life. At the low end, people just try to stay out of slavery. My father was a tailor. I joined the army after the Imperial slaves drove him under.
How did they do that?
How did slaves drive your family out of business?
My father made shirts, aprons, that kind of thing. Nothing fancy. One of the magisters had a pet project to prevent the poor from dying of cold in the winter. Nice, right? He had Imperial slaves making simple peasant clothes and selling them for almost nothing. That magister's nice idea put out slave-made clothes at prices my father couldn't match.
Yeah, I don't know if I can say he had good intentions.
It's difficult to compete with someone who doesn't get paid.
That's Tevinter. My father sold himself into slavery. He's one of the Servus Publicus, the Imperium-owned slaves now.
Oh.
We'll talk later.
I wonder what happened to your mom, but that's not a question.
Your worship?
Yep, you got nothing else.
We'll talk later.
All right. Let's talk to you.
Oh, Inquisitor, I joined. Sutherland, your worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out of the way.
Right.
So now we have a new operation.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning.
This is a fun little chain of side quests if you know about it.
Inquisitor.
Could be better.
You all right, sir?
Of course.
Sarah. Ooh, I'm gonna pick this up. Sarah's Cabinet of Wonder Whose It Was, delivered. One cabinet suitable for a lady's curiosities, if resources should be spent on such things. Sir Morris. Below, a comment and journal entries by Sarah. Also, doodles of Sarah with her tongue out. Eat it, Morris. Stuff needs a place. Stuff. Banner, circle, soft. Lizard, scratched out. Rough and weird. Hala, fake. Real ones stink. Cards, little worlds. Goblet, fancy cup. Shit goblet. Bottle, warden, strong, bottled to Tevinter. Piss weak. Stupid sword. There's a small blood stain. Silk bolts, not arrow bolts, soft, make something. I think that minstrel Meriden is chatting me up. The song's creepy. We haven't gotten to Sarah's song yet, I don't think. Oh, I got another book. Sarah, I want to talk to you, but the game has me focused. There we go.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask.
Okay.
Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
I'm listening.
All right, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Vershel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up, so I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through?
Just walk through. Easy, right?
I guess, how do you know about this?
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away. But having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger than normal, I guess, because we both... Never mind.
Who would I be working for?
Who's asking for this?
I'm asking, because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them. It's their little people stuck in the middle. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
What's in it for me?
What does the Inquisition get out of this?
Nobles think everyone is out to get them. So when your helmets march through, both sides will think the other's your ally. Both get scared, both make deals. Worst case, you get a little bump among the people just because they see you active. Can't promise anything, but something will happen. Just like always.
Okay. I'll look into it.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
Okay, so now we have a new war table operation.
The gracious lady bit.
Can I ask you anything? Not really. Thoughts on our progress?
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Cassandra laid it out, right? You're the big hat now. Gonna make everything the way it should be. The praying's nice, I suppose. Corypheus bit, though. Shite.
Yeah, I think we got that from her before.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Why do you have all this? What is all of that? Alright. Excuse me. Talk to her. We can go back up and talk to Cole again.
No, they don't.
An old name burns inside armor that shouldn't fit. Lit by faces of children he couldn't save.
Oh, I think that's Samson? Inside armor that shouldn't fit. I'm not sure. Odd things.
So, Cole.
Turnips.
Can I assume you're responsible for the turnips that have shown up in the fireplaces?
They don't smell the same raw.
Oh, I didn't get... Ah, okay.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
So, Cole.
The daggers, I think?
Someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers.
They were safer there.
You're stopping fights.
Safer than on someone's belt where they could draw them in the heat of an argument?
They would have been sad later.
Yeah. Cheese and mint?
Someone stolen in...
Mice like cheese.
Do mice also like bowls of crushed mint?
That was for the cats.
You're making cats play.
So the cheese lures the mice, and the mice lure the cats, and then they smell the mint.
Mint makes the cats dance and play.
That one... Okay, so hold on. So I have...
Let's...
All right.
I have...
So, Cole.
Plums by the window. Plums by the window.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Plums by the window. Turnips. The mint and cheese is a three-parter. I don't know where I am. Turnips. Turnips. I'm trying to remember where we get those other pieces of conversation. No? Could have sworn this was the right area. Something for the turnips. What's this? Construction report. Mixed elements. I'll match best I can, but there are 2 substructures here. Skyhold was built in stages, or rebuilt. Is this where we want to invest? If it's fallen before, how can it be sure it won't fall again? How can we be sure it won't fall again? Jane, foundation repair. 2 words, the Inquisitor. Invest and commit. We are as strong as the will of the weakest of us. Cassandra Pentecost. Aw. The mint.
There's a rumor that Corypheus is in league with elven forces.
Shut your mouth.
Which would those be? The mighty standing army of that land they don't have?
You can't trust them.
Maybe you don't want to say that so loud around the Inquisition.
This is different. The Maker did this.
Right. Now you're making sense.
Well, do all the elven hating people end up in this exact spot? Because that's the second person. Should get cheese wheel from here. There's nobody in here. Oh. No? No? Nobody?
When I find out who's been throwing fresh bread up on the battlements, there'll be consequences. Mark my words. Strange. Yesterday I thought I saw someone taking a loaf, but I can't quite recall.
Okay. So there was another one that I didn't have. Oh god, why did I go in here? Exits this way? Yes. Let's see. Bread. Josephine, I'm not going the direction I wanted to go. This guy holds a maze. Nobody? Nobody? Alright, let's talk to some people.
Inquisitor, I heard a tapping. My skills are required.
And you are?
Speaker Vius Anaxas. I have come from Navarra as a voice for the dead. Welcome them, and they will serve your cause.
You speak for the dead?
Excuse me? You speak for who?
The dead. Many assume that they have misheard. I am of the Mortalitazi. We tend to those who have passed and revere their lives by honoring them in death. And when the living are threatened, we give the bodies of the dead physical purpose once more. Necromancy, Inquisitor. The dead will serve for you.
You raise the dead.
You're saying you can bring the dead back to life?
Of course not. The souls of our departed cross the Fade to be with the Maker. The body is left empty.
Then what is it that you do?
In the Grand Necropolis, we would usher in a displaced spirit of the Fade, eliminating imbalance. But this is war. Every battlefield has one thing in abundance: death. I turn the bodies of enemies into weapons against them. We do not manipulate the living. We make use of the dead.
Sounds like blood magic.
You're a mage who manipulates life. How is this not blood magic?
Blood magic consumes life. It tears at the living to manipulate and destroy. It is a cancer among our kind. We honor life by venerating the dead. We give their mortal form purpose. In combat, perhaps only for a few moments, but that is still more than they had. More than opposing you normally allows.
We know what a mortalitazi is, but I will ask.
What is a mortalitazi?
We are the caretakers of the Grand Necropolis of Navarra. For the treasured relative, we usher a spirit of the Fade into the void of their mortal form. It honors them both. But when enemies threaten the living, we turn death into a weapon of war, instead of merely the result.
Why is this a good discipline?
Tell me why this would best suit me.
It is not for everyone, yet we all reach beyond life. You have already killed many out of necessity. To stop at death is wasteful. Death can make allies of enemies. Death can rend the battlefield. Death can terrify.
People will fear me.
Don't you want to terrify? Fear means there are fewer to fight next time. Fear means lives are saved, if that is your concern.
What's involved?
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then your journey begins as others end. The steps are small, but vital. There is instruction and veneration. Then you'll return. We shall see what this life holds for you.
So I got a quest to go and do that, but I don't have to do all of it. Let's talk to you. Game. Can I leave the conversation? No, what happened? Oh, don't make me... It auto-saved, right? Alright, did it save that I talked to you?
I await your return, Inquisitor. As do the spirits of those we have lost, or caused to be lost.
Alright, it's fine.
Necromancy.
I'm not committing to this yet.
see if this works.
Hello? Yes, hello. I am your trainer.
Yes?
I am your trainer.
You said that.
Good, because it has been a long journey. The cause is just, and if we don't start soon, you won't have time to learn. I am your trainer.
Are you okay?
You seem a little scattered.
It's nothing. I'm just a little fatigued. It's nothing. Thank you. I was charged with studying the breach and the subsequent rifts to discover how they affected traditional disciplines. I was enthralled. So were the 19 others, I presume. They're dead. They learnt the power, but couldn't wield it. Rift Mage Inquisitor. The forces are incredible. And with training, you will be incredible. I know how not to die, and I can teach it. It's incredible.
You've said that. The rifts are pretty recent?
The rifts were triggered by the breach. There's already a school of magic.
A school? No. Yes. Sort of. The holes in the veil flooded us with magic, and that can be used. It changed some rules, modified them, enough that the careless inverted themselves, old forces in new forms. Others will try, their results will vary, but you will have the best instruction. Because your trainer has already taken the risk. The price has been paid.
Why study rifts?
Who charged you with studying magic from the rifts?
The Mages Collective. I did not just say that. Yes, I did say it, and we're proud to help. We are nimble, we could move quickly and commit people to this rift magic. Many people. Their lives made it stable and safe. We're very proud.
This sounds problematic. What's your name?
You didn't mention your name.
I am your trainer.
That isn't a name.
It is what I am. I try very hard to remember that much. There is so much else to keep in mind. Understand, Inquisitor, that I have learnt it all very quickly, so you do not have to.
Why is this a good discipline?
Tell me why this would best suit me.
You are the Inquisitor.
And?
You deserve power that casts your enemies aside with the abandon of a creative force, crushes them with your very will. That is the promise. Who better than you? You are the Inquisitor.
Okay, how do I start?
Very well. Show me how this should go.
It goes places you have been, and some you have not. That is necessary. So the price is not paid twice. Follow the instruction, and you will know the way. You'll understand the power. Then, I'll show you more. After all, I am your trainer.
Okay. Alright. Do I want to talk to you?
Hold and declare, Inquisitor.
What do you mean?
I ask your intent. I was summoned to oversee training, and I would know my charge. I am your commander in this matter. Commander Helene.
Why so formal?
This isn't a formal position. Why treat it so seriously?
Because that is what it requires and deserves, recruit. I teach the skills of the Knight Enchanter. It is a rank. It is a life. Understanding its hierarchy is the first step. You already know this. You were not made Inquisitor and then taught to lead. I will teach you how to rise to your place. How to join your warriors, spectral blade in hand. How to command the ranks while standing beside them. Are you ready?
Commander is a title I associate with human forces.
Knight Enchanter has roots in Elven tradition, but it has utility in every tradition. There are no borders for the mage who wields a spectral blade. There is respect, and there is fear.
Where have you served?
Who granted your rank? What forces have you served with?
I cannot say.
Then how do I know you're capable?
You know because I have told you, and I will teach you the same authority.
Why is this a good discipline?
Tell me why this would best suit me.
I cannot. Only you know if you are fit to lead with more than maps. Do you have the mettle to raise a blade in grand melee? To have your presence make heroes of your charges? This is a path for leaders. You tell me if you are worthy.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then we will begin the simple steps, recruit. and we shall see what heights you reach. You have a task, a simple construction. Go, learn, and return. Soon you will lead from the front. Soon you will command.
So I don't know how the trainers are in other, like, for warrior or rogue or anything, but this guy scares me. She's a little, like I don't know if I want to do this thing that's clearly addled her, and then, you know, she sounds kind of extreme. So it's like there's no, there's no good choice. You kind of got to pick your poison. But now I have all of those, so I can choose which one I want to do.
Inquisitor.
Okay, I was like, please don't go on about elves again.